Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Raynday Gaming. My name is Raynday and today we're taking a look at full stacks Agni. It's super stack Swagni, if you really want to get technical about it. Using the Swagni skin, that is a prerequisite. You also have to build only stacking items. That is the challenge for today's Dare Me, and thank you very much to Ethan Thomas who actually did that. So shout outs to Ethan. You guys remember, if you want to be a part of the Dare Me series, all you have to do is go ahead and comment down below, like the video, and then leave your suggestion for the build that you want. A lot of people told me, Raynday, this is exactly like Double J's content. What are you doing? Listen, no respect to, all respect to Double J. I love the guy. I've actually talked to him on a couple of times via Twitter and messages and stuff. I think he's a great guy, great content creator. This series is very old. If you just look at the Dare Me series, it's over a year old, guys. I love that everyone's got this new flavor and fervor for it, but this has been happening for a while, so it has nothing to do with anybody else except recontinuing a series. And honestly, for this community, it's been one of the fun things, and I think when I was doing so much SMITE content, one of the best things that the channel brought to the community. It was just interesting, it was fun, it was a break from the reality. It was known with my hype flare and commentary, and that's one thing that I have to bring to the table. It's my pro commentary. I just got to do it. I was doing it before I was even professional at it, so I have to now that I actually am paid to commentate games like Paladins and stuff like that professionally. I feel like it's important to do it in my casual setting. It would be lame if I did it trying to get there and then stop the second I actually got there. But all the while, this is a very, very, very fun build, and it's a mini game too, because the idea is there are so many stacks, even starting with reinforced Greaves. The real fun there is we get the double stun there into the Scylla root. Oh, onto the Bologna, slam down. The bludgeon could be coming out, but the disarm is there as well. Looking for more, but the soul goes into the ultimate to try and get us out of town. But McDonald's picks up, McDonald's actually picks up and gets the kill, and Fox Spooky Molder goes into the back line with the double kill on the Bologna. One of the fun things about it, as we just get a stun there, just to back them off, make sure that they're not chasing our teammates. You want to be cautious and aware of all your teammates whenever you can help out, especially as a range character, is that you can barely ever find time, I mean, at least in my experience with this, to get the full stacks. It is risky and it is hard to get full stacks at one point in time. I mean, that would mean you'd have to finish the game fast enough, get on such a kill lead, not really die, because the Doom Orb stacks, which we're going to the next, have such a high value associated to them that if you die, you lose half the stacks every time on death. So it could really go from 50 to 25 real easy. So now you have to play patiently. You have to play aggressive enough to get the item lead, to buy all these stacking items. The game has to go long enough. It is just, it's crazy. So if you can do it, congratulations to you. Thanatos gets a nice little execute there as we go, and we get the dash, and then we get the stun. Gabraken gets it with a Silama monster, and the rage comes out for me. The double kill, the two heads, very appropriate. I was going to say apropos, but that's not really a word. Sounds French, though. Agni, the double-headed mage, gets the double-headed double kill symbol going on in the game. I wonder if that was related or not. I don't know. I should know this, but I don't. 18 stacks on the Doom Orb as well. So this build is basically going to be consisting of, for those who are like, tell me the build, Raynday, we've got reinforced Greaves. Okay, we've got, and those have the stacks where every time you get hit, it is a protection buff, magical and physical. So you end up getting, at the total at the end of this build, once it's done, I tell you all the items, you'll figure it out, but I believe you can get up to 246 individual stacks of things at one point in time. That is the key goal. If you can get to that magical number and then get a kill or do something cool, I feel like you've just accomplished life. I feel like that's it in SMITE. You don't have to do anything else. The action is still happening, though. This team playing a little timid. Of course, the reinforced Greaves are helping me out. The cooldown reduction is good as well for any CC that's coming my way. The Stellar Burst Slow that you see, I have a 20% CC reduction there with these boots. But also, every time I take a damage with the reinforced Greaves, I get +3 magical and physical protections. Now, with the Doom Orb, you're getting magic. And one of the biggest things is when you get those full stacks, you gain 2 stacks of magical power per each one. So you get an extra 100 magical power on top of the 40 it comes with base. So if you get full stacks, it is an extremely valuable item. I mean, items like, I think, Rod of Tahuti are in the 2700 range, and they give you, they give you a lot of mana plus a 25%, but you look at like Spear of Desolation, which is 100 mana, magic that it gives you. You get 700 gold less. You're able 3,300. So 700 gold less than even or 600 gold less than Spear of Desolation. You get 140 magical power. It's a really high risk, high reward item, as you can tell there. So Doom Orb, something I really never play with a lot, But mages like Agni have a decent time of stacking. They can clear the wave. Trying to do this on a mage that cannot clear the wave is difficult. I definitely think Ethan came up with a great dare this time for Agni, a great god as well. And we look at Pimpin as well. The Terra ultimate comes through, get a little bit extra movement speed, and the mana, the healing if we get taken down. And here's a Thanatos. You trying to pick a fight, buddy? Go ahead, immediately hit the stun, return after the dash, and just one more attack will do it. Waiting for the bomb. He's going to go left. Oh, actually jukes right yet again. This guy popping the 2 is going to hurt him, and so Bologna will clean up the second, maybe the second time she's gotten on the kill feed. 3 kills at least for this Bologna. He's doing really well. Ooh, barely got missed there by the Scylla root, and so that's good. But as you can notice, my play style with Agni as well is kind of hopefully showing you how to play this god if he's new. Very, very fun. I feel like Agni is a very good beginner god for a lot of people, but also he is a very good advanced god because he has this high skill cap. There's a lot of ways you can interact with the stun. That is his number 1. It's Noxious Fumes. It does not really do much damage. It technically does. So if you get a Noxious Fumes kill, it's like ultimate BM. Just throw that out there when they're like 10 health away from dying. That's a great kill. But it combines with any of his other abilities, his 2, his 3, or his 4, his ultimate, which works in a bit of a different way if you're not familiar with that, as Fox Spooky Murder actually gets his 5th kill of the game. It actually ends up stunning anyone who is in the Noxious Fumes area. That's your number 1 area. If it takes any damage, if it combines with any of your other abilities, it ignites and creates that area where the Noxious Fumes is into a stunned area where anyone in that radius is caught and stunned. They don't necessarily take damage. So the best point of view and the way that you see me do it is throwing down my magma bombs. There's that little bit of delay. As that bomb is falling down on the ground, I know where the reticle is. I immediately throw my number 1 underneath it in a location that sometimes is really wide if I just want the stun. Sometimes is right over the other player so that we get the damage. Trying to get the Noxious Fumes kill here as well. Can we get the flames? No, that will go to the Rama. He finds the kill there. I use my number 3 as the dash comes to maybe get a little bit of damage over time. The bomb will not hit. The Magmi bomb, as I like to call him, will go away and ward off a little bit. I'm 3-0, and yeah, my team's fighting, but I need these stacks, baby. I got to get stacks on stacks on stacks. You know, as a pimp, you know, I mean, maybe this is going to get demonetized right now. Hopefully not. But as this guy in this costume, so to speak, playing this very, I guess, character, full-bodied character here with this robe and this hat and this persona, I feel like this is very, you know, it's in alignment. You gotta have the stacks. You gotta have the fat stacks. You gotta be carrying the money around. You know, you're the sugar daddy. I thought I called the sugar stacks Swagni. I was thinking of names today. I was like, Sugar Stack Swagni, Splendid Super Stack Swagni. I landed on Super Stack because I pretty much couldn't find anything that stole my breath away. And I was like, Super Stack is the most general, obvious name that this could be. So I wanted to try and come up with something catchy. If you guys think of something else that was like an S Stack Swagni, like the word, the adjective was an S, let me know in the comment section below. I'll be sure to mention it next year if somebody comes up with an idea that really does take my breath away. Here we go. We go for the ultimate there. We've got 3 bombs that we could use separately. Try to get out of that Cabrakan Tremble because that almost caught me down. Thanatos up into the air, wants to land. It goes on me. And I guess the range isn't there. Opt into my Purification Beads as the Izanami ult lands right behind me, and the sprint is activated for our team. Soul coming through with the Stellar Burst, pops into the ultimate, but can't find anyone, and now is under pressure. Goes into her Aegis as well as Izanami misses the slow of the 2 thanks to the damage reduction. And now I'm just going to space myself away. Don't know where she went. And that, unfortunately, is going to be good for me and her. She's going to stay alive. I'm going to stay alive. Let's just call it quits and meet up another day. The Aegis running through as well as we get into Book of Thoth, or Thoth. Whatever way you want to pronounce it. I'm not mad at you. Either way you want to do it, you can go ahead and do it. But I try and get this soul. I missed the actual stun. Cabrakan's here as well, so it's a bit dangerous. And again, I can't afford to lose these Doomorb stacks. I feel like they know all the time I'm setting up all this damage, all the stuns. Everyone on this team has to have been stunned at least once or twice by me now at this point. So they realize I haven't died. I'm running this very kind of flamboyant, annoying skin that's out there. And I can feel like it's annoying. I feel like they're starting to come for me. And that's the thing with this build, as Celestial Legion Helm will be a part of it as well. We'll have the Book of Thoth and rounding it out. It will be Hide of the Urchin. So pretty tanky, but a lot of damage. You get over 500 magical damage and over 200 protections at the end of this one for physical protections, and a little bit less on the magical side. But at the end of the day, you don't really have to chase down people. They will come to you at the end of the day. Try to find the Izanami. I know she's going, but I can't get the kill. However, this soul, talk about Stellar Burst. That burst is enough to hurt anybody. Throw the bomb onto myself and force the Thanatos away as the Rama comes to support me. But Cabrakan looks like he wants seconds. I don't know about this big guy. I don't know. Have you seen the way this game has been going? Soul goes immediately into her immunity there, as she's been working those timers really well. I haven't actually killed the Soul, I feel like, today. And that is something that I'm kind of going to want to do, because she's been aggressive onto me. I feel like she's been focusing me out of the crowd. I feel it. I notice it. Okay, you can't just pick me out and start poking fun and have me not have a reaction. Okay, my pride is on the line here. This is Smite, for crying out loud. I see the Kraken assessing where to go, and he gets the stun onto me, but the Bellona's perfect with the counter engage. This is what you want to do for you as a warrior. She's getting kills, she's staying alive, she's not necessarily over committing, but she's taking those little moments that we give her as mages and backline damage dealers to aggress properly. She's not overusing her kit, she's right there when you need it. A disarm here on the side. A stun there as well. Look at this. I mean, just very, very patient. I get the stun. She commits when necessary. Maybe she's going to go in, goes into the #1, gets the slow, and here's the bludgeon, trying to find as much damage as possible. Can't find the kill, but you know what? There are stacks in front of me, so I have to do that. I can't go in this fight, guys. There's stacks. You understand. You understand. It's like that guy in your, on your first-person shooter team, and you're just like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you on the left-hand side fighting nobody? It's like, man, I was flanking. It's like flanking. Flanking is a verb. You didn't do anything. There's no way that was an action step. You just walked to the left. That doesn't count in my book. You don't get verbiage on that. And so you have to basically go ahead and make sure that they know it's not okay to kind of relate in that way. Soul actually goes into her Aegis, I think, at that point. I don't think that was her 3 ticking through. If you don't know Soul, I forget the name of it. Disapparate, I believe. And actually, that actually makes sure that she goes into this, creating a flame of a trail of damage. And as that flame is over, as she gets some increased movement speed, they've nerfed that ability quite a bit. So I don't know exactly what things it has at the moment as we get the kill on the Kraken. Used to have immunity, used to have haste basically applied to it for Soul. I don't know if it still has that haste or if it's gotten nerfed. But it does make her invulnerable. She has like 3 seconds while she's in it, and then she goes completely invulnerable in this like solar location. And now this Soul's got to be in trouble. There's the Izanami though, and she's making me say I should just back off here. And Soul, look at the gall on this Soul. She turns around and actually shoots damage at me. I have her 1 hit away, and Izanami saves her life. And then she goes ahead and tries to act like she's tough, throws a stellar burst out. I see how it is, Soul. Okay. So this time we're going to go into the Celestial Legion Helm. This is going to give us a really interesting kind of ability that's really cool. So the passive is every 2 seconds I receive a stack of 10 physical protection. I have to not be taking damage for 5 seconds, but as you can see already, those stacks have come up. I've got 50 physical protections, which means that first hit of damage, physical, coming my way from that Thanatos, from that Izanami, is going to just be so much. It's going to be mitigated by so much that if they plan that burst, if they plan just kind of trying to get me down quickly, it is not going to work in their favor. The Thanatos right now wants maybe a solo fight, but I got the stun. Wow, he looks pretty tanky as well on his end. I got some damage, and he goes into the Aegis. Izanami helps him out as well, and there's the stellar burst. Actually, no, that's the ultimate from Soul. So now we're just going to try and get some damage on a Kraken. He's been running free. He's a tanky target, but don't be afraid to try and slowly burst these guys down and throw your kit into them. Fox Spooky Molder gets that, and now they don't have any aggression. What are they going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to go get stacks. Obviously, guys, we're still trying to get max stacks here in this game. I'm 39 out of 75 on Book of Thoth. I'm 68 out of 100 on the Warlock Sash. And yes, I'm full 5 right now. And I'm full Doom Orb. So I guess the only way to get full stacks here, especially with Hide of the Urchin, is I haven't even started that on him yet, and I need 10 stacks. But a couple kills will get me there. So that's still possible. But the only way to get this really is to take like 6 hits of damage. As you can see, I have 2 stacks of Reinforced Greaves. I need 4 more hits of damage. And at that point, I would have full stacks. So I need to take a little bit of it. So it's really risky. You not only have to take damage, but you can't take too much. Actually, I don't even know if it's possible, guys, because when you take damage, then you lose your stacks on Celestial Legion Helm. Am I just realizing the impossibility of this? Oh, no. I hope I didn't give somebody a task that is impossible, and then they stop watching the video like, I'm going to go do it. Raynday said this. I'm going to go prove it to him. I'm going to get a video. I'm going to tweet him, and I'm going to figure him out at Raynday Gaming. By the way, if you guys want to tweet me, feel free. I don't know what you would tweet me about, but if you have cool things to say, I'm always down to read cool things. They have extended the characters now on Twitter, by the way, so you can write 280 characters of things instead of 140. So if you had like half cool ideas, or if you had like a really cool idea that couldn't be expressed in a half cool idea, now it's your chance. It's your time to shine. All right, so make sure to follow me on Twitter. Hit me up there, guys, as well. I just got home from a full day of casting, and boy, oh boy, it is sometimes hard to go straight from that quickly have dinner and try to relax a little bit and then just jump right back into this. But, you know, I do it for the people. I do it for the channel. And sometimes it's great to just do it for you. Find those things in life that you do for you. And because it's important to get that rhythm of just saying, I'm going to just take a little bit of time. That allows you and this part of you that knows that you're working hard, that you're grinding, that you're doing that, to say, okay, I'm going to work hard, but there's a reason. There's a purpose. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to feel good about this. It's going to pay off. And even if it's in the little ways where you just, you know, honor yourself, take a little break. Go watch a TV show you enjoy. Something of that nature as we take down the Izanami and get our 5 kills. It's a great thing to be able to have as a process that you go through. And there it is. Oh my God, no! Guys, we had 4 stacks. I feel like it would have happened. You guys trusted it would have happened. We still had a long time to go in this game. They had 83 points left, but they surrender. I'm 6-0. I do not die, so it's the perfect... It's the full stack Swagni build, thanks to Ethan, my man. So I appreciate you for throwing this out here on the Dare Me side. Thanks everybody for stopping through. I know a lot of people like the Fenrir one who watch the Smite. I plan to have more of this. And again, a lot of this has really been a community-oriented series. For some of you, this may be old news since you've been watching other things that have kind of gone this route. But for me, this is old news, but it's new old news, because bringing this back, I've always wanted ways to connect with my community more and to hear more about what you want to see, what you think is interesting. I think that's the way we all build and get better and find value in coming to these videos. It's like, maybe my thing got said. Maybe this is a community that's coming up with interesting and unique ideas that's creating content for themselves to watch. What other TV show can you help write the script and say, wouldn't this be cool if they win an episode and did this? That's what YouTube is. That's what Dare Me is. So I appreciate you guys. If you did enjoy it, leave a like. If you want to subscribe, make sure to turn on notifications to catch every video. I appreciate you stopping by. And as always, my friends, remember to never give up, never stop gaming. And I'll see you all next time.